Oops. The stream isn't ending. The stream isn't ending. Hold on, wait. Thanks for the stream. Sorry, I'm literally just like... I'm not ending. No, don't go. Don't go. I'm not ending. I'm literally like just getting everything set up. I have a bunch of stuff happening. I got reached out for a job opportunity, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. But like also the team that is, y'all, I got tea. I got gaming industry tea if you guys want to hear it. I can't name names obviously because of NDA and because I don't want to like ruin my position in the Hold on. I'm about to make like a really cracked okay, we love the tea. Okay, yes, yes, yes. So, tea time. Tea time, everybody. There is a particular company, and I'm not gonna name names. There's a particular company that, and like being on the market means that you'll see the same company relist the same job like 20 different times. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're on the market, you kind of see the cycles. You see all the obviously like the fake job posting because that's been a thing lately too. There's obviously been a lot of like fake job listings or job listings that don't reflect like actual positions that are available, obviously. But this particular company, because of my experience working in the industry, there is just a particular company that I've kind of seen them cycle through folks. I'm not going to say why, I'm not going to say who, I'm not going to say when or where or how. But like, say for example, if I were to get hired by these people, I would fully get blamed and like laid off immediately. And it seems like they do this with folk, like they'll onboard somebody and be like, this person doesn't know what they're doing, and then they'll lay them off. And I've seen this particular, I haven't worked with this team before, but I have a ton of people that have worked with this team. I've seen internally how this team operates. I just got reached out to be a part of that team. So if I were to get this job, I'm fully anticipating going into it, working there for like a few months and then getting laid off. That is like the vibe. That is the vibe. The vibe is like fully going to get onboarded only to get blamed and then kicked to the curb. I think I know what studio you're talking about, but I will not say because I'm being demure and mindful. But yeah, I think it's interesting. The vibes are the bad vibes, yes. So I just am like being very like, if I do get selected, if I do, you know, like get interviews with this team and things happen, I'm just like fully anticipating getting like chewed up and spat out. At least you get unemployment in this scenario. No. So if you are working in Washington State and you do not work for up to 8 months. So say, for example, if you get hired and you work for like 7 months and then they lay you off, you do not qualify for unemployment. You do not. Period. You don't. Unemployment also in Washington State only lasts for 6 months. So it goes crazy. What kind of work? I work in the video game industry. I'm kind of borderline. So I've worked in gaming industry production. I worked on a user research design team. Research, design, and development. It's like we were rebranded to Xbox User Research and Design. So it's mainly like making sure that games, like a lot of what we worked on were like accessibility features, but also like the way that game menus appear and the way that games handle and control. Which is why I always scoff at like the DEI arguments that happen in gaming community spaces, because they're so tone deaf and so detached from reality, because it's not at all what on the industry side of things, it's not at all like what is happening. But DEI is diversity, equity, and inclusion, and that includes, in some cases, accessibility features. I also just took a chunk of damage. A lot of people are using it as like a grifter talking point to be like, "Oh, like you're making video games woke," and that's totally not. It's totally not at all like how video game development and DEI work, like at all. Oh, we can't see the game. Okay, cool. Fantastic. I love you, Elgato. I love you. I love you so much. I mean, to be honest, a lot of the gaming community is tone deaf. Yeah. So, very tone deaf, very stupid. You should work for Sweet Baby Inc. and make the Chuds' brains explode. I don't know if they're a good company, but that'd be funny. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, I fixed it, Paolo. Thank you so much. Sometimes Elgato's capture card, when you open up the 4K capture window, it will like overwrite itself and doesn't recognize it as the same kind of window, which is like really frustrating. So apologies. But yeah, like you wouldn't be able to play Splatoon without accessibility features, for example. Like, Splatoon is like fully dependent on color. That's how you like obtain the objective. And if somebody who's colorblind plays Splatoon, they wouldn't be able to fucking see if their team is winning. Like, there's just shit like that that is just like, people are like, oh, you're being woke. And it's like, no, you're making games playable. You're making games usable, you absolute dipshit. Or like one of the other ones that we would run into commonly was if there was a snow level in a video game and they used captions that had like a white text for stylistic reasons. Like a lot of the time developers will use white text for their captions because some areas are darker, like when you're inside of rooms or when you're in like really heavily saturated areas that have like jeweled colors or like deeper colors, you want to use a white text. But then if you go into a snow area, you literally can't fucking read the text. So just making sure that like those design aspects are consistent and make sense. But yeah, I've worked in the gaming industry. I'm actually like a baby. So I've technically worked in the gaming industry for about 7 years now, but it's been for different kinds of projects. So my first chunk of time in the gaming industry, I was working on user research and design. Yeah, that's what black backgrounds are for now. Yes. So a lot of accessibility features for captions have changed in the recent years, where you can actually add a black background to the text itself. And for Gears of War, I believe you could actually change the color of the background and the color of the text. So you can kind of customize it the way that you'd like. But yeah, that's like on the design team. It doesn't take away from development of like gameplay functionality or gameplay features at all, which a lot of people that are community members or fans of games will sometimes complain that investing in accessibility and design will take away from game mechanics, but it doesn't. It's for gaming companies, there's usually like AAA game industries, there's usually a whole team that's dedicated to that. But yeah, not to stir anything up, but what do you think about people who criticize From's games on the grounds that they're not accessible enough? So it depends on what you mean, because I think a lot is lost in semantics with that conversation. So for some folks, they think that accessibility features are approachability features, or like the approachability of a game. So approachability is how easy is a particular game, whereas accessibility is how do you keep your game difficult but allow people who have disabilities to be able to play it. So for example, under game options, having the ability to, or like under controller config, having the ability to plug in an adaptive controller and be able to play Sekiro with an adaptive controller, so that way people without like fingers or people that you know, need to use other limbs to be able to play a game, they would still be able to play this game with its difficulty being the same, but just having the ability to like have those extra options to plug in an adaptive controller. So I think that that's something. Oh wait, did your work involve screen reader apps for games? Yes, it did. We also worked with like Microsoft hardware and tech on a broad scale, but I'm not able to talk about the specifics of what projects I worked on. But I'm able to just kind of like broadly state that even though I worked on like a user research team for Xbox, it wasn't limited to Xbox, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I think that if you're talking about, there are people that will make the argument that like, maybe somebody with like a cognitive or like learning disability would require different kinds of accessibility features to slow the game down for them or to like change the flow of the game. I think that that's totally like, for example, Celeste has some of the best accessibility features in the game where you're actually able to like slow the game down or make certain things not necessarily like easier. It can maintain the challenge, but if you have a delay, it still allows you to experience the challenge. I think there's a good conversation to be had about that, but I think a lot of people dumb accessibility down into meaning like a difficulty slider, like easy, hard, you know, nightmare. And that is not what the conversation of accessibility is about. And so on one hand, FromSoft games, could they have better accessibility in terms of, you know, like color blindness settings or anything else like that? Yes, absolutely. But as far as like a difficulty slider, I do not think that is a part of the conversation. There are a lot of people with disabilities who are challenge gamers. They're like challenge runners, and there's a lot of people who are disabled who are in the Soulsborne community and who you know, stream with like stream with that in mind. Like there's a lot of, what I'm trying to say, there's a huge subset of streamers who are in various different communities who are all about the challenge. They love the difficulty. And being disabled does not mean that you know. But yeah, FromSoft games aren't approachable, but I think given their like artistic function, like the difficulty adds to the feeling of accomplishment and also the isolation and feeling of fear like they're low-key almost survival horror games, and part of the horror is the difficulty. FromSoft doesn't have a community outreach person, so this stuff may never get addressed. Yeah. I think that that's okay. So I just think that like it's not even a matter of like a FromSoft community outreach person that I think is the issue. I think it is like an issue on the larger scale of like media literacy in gamers as a whole, because the entire gaming journalist community and consumer community, like all of them conflate approachability with accessibility. And so it doesn't necessarily have to do with FromSoft in particular. It just has to do with media literacy as a whole. And I would also say DEI falls into this equation too, and it's currently being used by a huge subset of the gaming community to like, I don't know. It's being used by a whole subset of the community to get angry about something that doesn't exist. It's like you're displacing. Obviously, games as a whole have been struggling. Like the industry, there's been a lot of amazing games that have been coming out, but the industry as a whole has been going through a lot financially and has been going through a lot labor-wise. And there are a lot of games lately that just kind of feel like cash grabs. The labor end of things has felt really tenuous. It's difficult to explain, and I think that that is one of the reasons why it's easy for people to kind of like make a straw man and attack that, because they don't want to acknowledge the complexities of labor in the West, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, y'all? A pause button in Souls games wouldn't even be that weird because both Sekiro and Armored Core have one. So the pause button, I think, was like a game design. So I know that there's ways that you can get around things in Elden Ring to like pause your game, obviously. But kinda, it's anything to avoid. Yeah, if you're not from the United States, I think that it can be a little difficult to wrap your head around. Even if you are in the United States, I think it's difficult to wrap your head around unless you're in the industry yourself. It's fucking complicated. And it's also why the Japanese market and the American market are so vastly different, is because and I have a lot of friends that are in, that work in various industries in Japan. Specifically, I had a really good conversation with one of Lee's friends who works more in music and entertainment. And it's very difficult for people to be laid off or fired in Japan. It's very difficult. But in the United States, we cycle through our workers quickly. So a video game, for example, might have a bunch of people that are on like 6-month contracts working on that game, and then they get like, they work for 6 months on the game, and then they get, their contract ends, and then they move on to a totally different game. And it's this like inconsistent cycle of workers and the lack of stability. There's a lot of anxiety within our workforce. There's a lot of inconsistency, but then also you have inconsistent labor. And then you also have these models. There's a particular game that I'm thinking of that I don't want to say out loud. That is a Western game that didn't do very well. And I kind of see, like, the pain points of it are so blatant. They're so blatantly obvious to me. And you just kind of like, I don't know, it's just a tragedy. It's a tragedy because like you have these people who are following this PMI work model that's used in general tech, if this makes sense. Like you hire a lot of contracted workers to develop an app for like a phone or like for a website. And you Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, I missed a... Some movies are unapproachable, but they're more rewarding if you stick with it. FromSoft does that for games. Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, we have this like project management model and this production model that is used for making tech usable, right? But video games are not apps. They can be apps, but a lot of video game experiences are not apps, and the fact that we're treating them as such, I think, is kind of fucking us right now. And I think that a lot of other countries don't treat their games the same way that the West treats our games. And I don't think it's an issue with DEI. I think it's an issue with a bunch of other stuff. Review group. We talked about it briefly on Twitter. I've talked about it on stream a few times. I do not have plans to play that game, unfortunately, but that's okay. I don't want to get too into it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So we're doing Sekiro the Return. I'm so fucking excited for Monster Hunter. Yeah, I'm sorry, review. I think that Brie may... Not Brie Bird, Brie Bun. So go follow Brie Bun. I don't know if they're going to for sure, but they may. So go check her stream out. But like, oh shit, well. Oh, I'm against the wall, I'm against the wall. No, 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 no. Hold on, y'all. I got stuck. Sorry, we're having this really intense conversation and I literally... I can't even have it right now. I may also have to turn my camera off today. Apologies. Here, let me let me turn my camera off. So the kiddo is home today, and because of that, I just want to be respectful. So, camera off. Apologies. I love the music in this area. I don't know if we're gonna be able to beat the boss of this area, but we'll see. I'm super early in the game, by the way. I haven't done Genichiro. We're fully like skipping a bunch of areas. It started off because I thought I had to, and then SMB contacted me and was like, you don't have to, you don't have to. It's not that deep. But I'm still doing it regardless, I guess. Somebody asked, is this... Are you saying, sorry, somebody said, is this Wulong? Are you trying to say Wolong, or are you trying to say Wukong? So Wolong and Wukong are two totally different games. I'm seeing another person say Wulong. Please be mindful. Please be mindful. Please be demure. Sekiro does get pretty weird. I don't know. It got super weird. It just kind of does the, I don't think... Sorry, the game will go... Let me log on YouTube to mod. Nobody's being inflammatory, Shrimp. I think it's like a total innocent accident. But I'm just letting people know to like be mindful. Okay, yeah. No, we're not playing Wukong. We're playing Sekiro. Sorry. We're not playing Wukong. I've been playing Wukong a lot, and the Sekiro echoes are so obvious. It's a lot of fun. No Sekiro, though. For sure, for sure. I've been playing the Dark Souls games after Shadow of the Erdtree, and I've been having a blast, even though I do find them easier than ever. Oh, yeah, for sure. Also, this game is Sekiro. Not a lot of people have played it, and I do recommend it because it's really fucking hard. A lot of folks in the chat have expressed that this game actually defeated them. So I always recommend it for you challenge runners out there, for you people that like a challenge. I thought this is Street Fighter 6. Wo Long is like Neo. Yeah, Wo Long is like Neo. I loved Wo Long. Wo Long's great. I thought this was Katamari. I got stuck on Makiri counter and was too stressed to continue. Life was not kind at that time. No, that's totally fair. Hey, I turned my camera off. I turned my camera off just in case y'all wanna... Okay. Okay. Good. Well, in case he ever wants to move anywhere around the house, he's safe.
No, he knows that. No.
Okay, cool. Okay. I'm stuck off and on for years on this game, and I've beaten all other FromSoft games. Still never defeated Ishin the Sword Saint. Oh my gosh. I got to... Sorry, Big Cooper snore. I got to phase 2 of Lady Butterfly before the palace, and apparently you're supposed to do flashback, like mid-game or something? Interesting, because we just... I think I did the same thing as you, Virgo. Both playthroughs. This playthrough and my very first playthrough where... she was the second boss that I fought. I feel like she's a really good tutorial boss too, because she teaches you, like her little tutorial that you get before her boss fight teaches you about posture breaking. So I don't think you're supposed to save her for mid. Hey Waves, how you doing? Do you think other major content creators streaming Wukong are part of the problem? No, absolutely not. And I actually talked about that on Twitter too. I feel that like a lot of my friends are gaming journalists and a lot of them are streamers by trade, and so a lot of them are, you know, getting paid to do their jobs. They're getting paid to review a game to let people know if the game's worth playing, and that's totally okay. It's hard because I feel like I'm a big enough streamer that I could start doing sponsored streams, but there's also a piece of me that feels like a little conflicted. Like, I think my own personal ethos... Oh, Coop. I have like my own personal ethos about the way that I engage with art, and like that I engage... I'm not trying to sound pretentious either about like or that I'm better than any particular streamer or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to say. But like, I recognize the way that a person engages with art, whether that's like a movie or a game or any kind of storytelling experience. It's all very deeply personal, you know? And I think that like, for some people, if they are able to separate the art from the artist, that is like totally fair and okay. But for me, because of the way that I engage with media, so much of how I consume art, especially Soulsborne games, like games that have that are kind of entrenched in mythology and spirituality, and I would say Wukong falls in that camp too, because it's a myth. It's like a spiritual story. I would say that like, it's difficult for me to not see the creative hand of the people involved in those kinds of adaptations or storytelling. If that makes sense. Like, say for example, like I talked about this example previously on the last Sekiro stream, but if I said like, I think that all men love to eat fish, and men only like to eat fish. That's all that men like to do. They like to play basketball and they like to eat fish, and that's all they like to do. And if I were to then write a book with a male character in it, and all that male character did was eat fish and play basketball, I think people might be a little like confused or feel like it's a little off, or maybe it doesn't represent their life experience. They might be like, damn, this person, you know, where's the lies as a man who doesn't eat fish or play basketball? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if... Yeah, I don't like fish that much. I don't think that it's, I love this character already. It's not like a problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, saying that kind of a statement isn't really like an issue. But do I feel like that kind of writing would resonate with men on a broad scale? Like, do I think that men would be like, yeah, dude? Like, maybe there are some men that love basketball and fish who'd be like, fuck yeah, this really speaks to me. But then there's gonna be some men who really just like don't like basketball or fish. And they're gonna be like, nah. And I feel like that's kind of like how I feel, if that makes sense. What about men? Yeah, I'm not like, I'm not tripping about it. I don't feel hypersensitive about it. I don't think that other streamers who are streaming it are a part of the problem. But do I feel like do I, it's almost like this sense of trust. Like, do I trust that artistic lead to be able to depict people born in the same circumstances as me accurately? Fuck no. Fuck no. I don't trust them. If, like, it all came down to like women only like lifestyle games and like shopping games, and they're super easy to manipulate because they like gotcha dating games. But literally, like, so much of the fucking... There's so many men who play like anime dating sim games. What are you talking about? There's so many men that play like gotcha batitty like literally all of Genshin Impact and like ZZZ appeals to like so many different groups of people. Genshin Impact is very gay, but it's also like there's batittied women. Same with ZZZ. There's like thigh-high batittied women. You know, at least those developers are honest about like who consumes their content. Like, they're able to be like, okay, yeah, let's make the Bara furry for like our fur fan base, and then let's make the batittied witch with thigh-high stockings for like our straight fan base, and then let's make like the butch woman for like our mommy fan base. Like, they're pretty, do you know what I mean? Like, they're pretty like, okay. I also, okay, chat, I'm gonna be real with you right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. The light bleed on my monitor is so bad that I actually can't fucking tell where I'm going. Hold on, I'm gonna try to bend my monitor down. I'm gonna be so real, chat. I'm blind as hell, and I keep walking in circles because I have no clue where I'm supposed to go. Oh, I see. Okay. There we go. See? I just needed to tilt my monitor, like, almost completely facing down. She breasted up the stairs boobily. Yeah, I know, right? Like, sometimes it's appropriate. I don't... That's... Okay. Here's the thing. About... I'm gonna talk about the whole, like, gamer conversation right now. And just like the logic that doesn't make any fucking sense to me. So like men, the dudes that are kind of a part of like the anti-woke movement, right? They're like, women don't like petite ladies in our video games. They only want women who look like men. They only want ugly people. And it's like, that's not fucking true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. I think Wave says, I also think it's totally okay to make a game that only caters to specific people, but it's stupid as hell to make statements implying that it can't possibly be for other people. I agree with that. I agree with that. Women are like some of the most horny people that I know. I'm sorry, y'all. Have you not noticed that like majority of women, like cisgender, like, I mean, like even I would say even trans women are horny as hell too. All of us are horny. Non-binary people, horny. Everybody's horny. And it's like in different ways. Ace people are even hornier. So true. But not like in a sexual way, like in a I want to be swaddled and like carried around in a blanket kind of way. Can you be horny for companionship, chat? I do have some friends that are fully like, don't touch me, don't look at me, I don't even want to heart horny. Yeah, it's heart horny. It's like companion horny. It's male horniness is looked at with scorn. Male gaze, woman horniness in writing is seen as more acceptable. It's not really that it's looked at with scorn, Great Rune. It's that for a really long time, I don't know if you know this, but women didn't have rights. And so when women were being portrayed in a horny way, they didn't really have agency in that space. But now that things are starting to open up a little bit, like women can have jobs and like people can live independently of each other and whatever, women are able to express their sexuality in a way that isn't like 100% fully tied to men, which is cool. But men were never, ever, ever dependent on women financially or socially. That never happened in history, unfortunately. I'm at work and you saying women didn't have rights made me bust out laughing. Women can have jobs now. I don't know if you know, but like women can have jobs now. Women aren't property news to me. But I think that the general feeling, like when women started to have agency over their bodies and their sexuality, there was some kind of narrative that was pushed at some point. I think that it was a little bit tied with like religious sensibilities, but there was a narrative that was being pushed that like women did not want to engage in horny behavior, and that is not true. That is simply not true. It's kind of weird that we're talking about horny stuff in a temple. I know, right? We're not being very aesthetic right now. We're not being very without desire. We're not being very pious. Oh, the hysteria diagnosis. Yeah. As a woman with a job, I wish I didn't. Oh. It is actually like very good to not be dependent on other humans. Especially other humans that would like beat the shit out of you, who wanted you to behave a certain way. It's actually quite nice. If you've ever met a woman, you know that sometimes they're the most degenerate perverts. It's true. It's true. Mask sexuality is being perceived as weird and creepy is entirely our own fault, and this conditioning is not going away anytime soon. That's not true. It just means I think that a lot of people that think that are just not being cool about it. I think that there's a lack of social awareness regarding sexuality that can be fucking weird. Period. Whether if you're male or female, and I think a lot of males engage in that kind of behavior because it was normalized. But I think you can be, what's the word? You can be what? You could be demure. God, that's like the only word in my vocabulary after everything. I don't want to be, I know I'm like driving that meme into the ground, but like for real. Yeah. No, there's a difference between being sexually liberated and also acknowledging that consent exists. So like when you're talking about your sexual liberation in front of somebody who does not want to hear about your sex life, they are not consenting to wanting to engage in that. Like I have a lot of friends who are this way. I would say like in my early 20s, there were a lot of my friends who either grew up in like really hyper religious households or just came out of the closet and were kind of getting used to like, oh my God, I can be myself, I can be free. But then they were like overclocking it and sharing stuff with people that like didn't ask. Oh, I just wanted the gourd seed. Sorry, sir. And it's totally harmless. But it's also just, you kind of learn about those social situations as you... I hate hearing about my friend's sex life. Same, Jen. Or, Gen, sorry, Gen. Same, Gen. Same. Like, I didn't... Oh wait, as someone who grew up in a hyper-religious household, I definitely overdid my openly horniness in my early 20s. Fully. Like, in your early 20s, you're going through a period of like, yay, I'm liberated, I'm free. But then, like, you kind of start to learn that, like, oh, I don't need to share that with everybody. Yeah, people don't realize that being sex positive doesn't mean crossing people's boundaries. Yes, exactly. Like, I can say that I'm into weird shit in private with my partner. Yeah, early 20s are a cringe time period. They really are. They really are, because you're breaking free of your expectations that have existed within maybe your spirituality or within your family. I think what I'm... Sorry, hold on, y'all. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go rest. And I'm going to sneak back over here. Because I think we overdid our resources a little bit. Our war of attrition is not working out here. Not just religious households, but super shelter ones too. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I meant. Like, any household in which you are sheltered or not encouraged to, like, talk or explore. And I was actually, like, really fucking grateful. My mom is incredible with that stuff. Like, she really made me feel safe and, like, I was able to be myself, and so I kind of learned those boundaries like rather early. Oh, hey, it's our boy. I learned those boundaries rather early because she told me when I was like in elementary school, you know, hey, don't talk about this stuff with strangers, and like if somebody asks you about that stuff and they're an adult and you're a child, it can be very like weird. Like, she definitely helped me understand ways in which things are appropriate to help protect me against you know, like assault or against predators. And I think it's really important to teach that really early. But I think also too, it helped me with my social skills in that sense. Because that stuff can be weird. Sorry, I'm thinking about wait, somebody says, from a trans perspective, that oversharing phase can come at a later point in life, and it can be all the more embarrassing because of it. You have to do a lot of catching up while simultaneously trying to experience what you missed out on earlier in life. Exactly, Virgo. Fully. That's why a lot of people talk about, like, the second puberty, it's not just a second puberty with hormones. It's a second puberty socially. It's a second puberty with understanding yourself and learning to articulate yourself and communicate yourself. For me, I was a very huggy kid because I wanted to share my love with everyone, but I had to learn that people don't want hugs all the time. Yeah, fully. One of my close friends when I was growing up was a very huggy person. And I love them dearly, but it freaked me out as a kid. Okay, let's go back to... I think now as an adult, I fully am a very huggy person, but yeah. Wait, I'm depressed now because I never got to do any of that in my 20s and I'm still repressed. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Agatine. But I think that, like, it's not really about, like, you can learn how to express yourself without the social faux pas, if that makes sense, in a healthy way. But I think a lot of us just, like, overclock it because we're overshooting. But I think that, like, if you're kind of educated and a little bit further in life, I think it's a little less... you know, it's a little easier to not make those same mistakes, if that makes sense. You could still be a whore in your 30s and it's ethical to do so. Yeah, exactly. You could still sleep around and do what you're doing, but, like, you know, you can still also understand consent. Because I think that consent is, there are times in which it's obvious and there's times which it's not, and I think sometimes when you're disclosing, I think with a physical act it can be kind of obvious, but when you're disclosing information to somebody, they might not want to hear it, and that can be a little, like, you could be thinking that you're confiding. Also, hold on one sec, I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Oh, shit. Okay, wait, hold on. Sorry, I just saw. Everyone your age is more mature and experienced than you, and you feel like you're not even a person compared to them. That's not true. And I wouldn't, like, put yourself down in that way, because I have a lot of friends who, haven't had, like, a physical relationship before, but they know what they like. And that is, like, all you really need to know. Oh, okay. Why didn't I get that? Why didn't I get the kill move? Yeah, don't let imposter syndrome hold you back. Everyone is going through struggle in life. Exactly. You're not going through it by yourself. There are other folks that are in your same position, but you should fully feel pride. The only thing that we're not talking about the experience of actually, you know, hooking up with somebody. We're talking more about, like, the experience of socially knowing when to talk about your sex life and when to not talk about it. Hey, Cooper, do you want a greenie? Sorry, Cooper's pissed. So, like, for example, if I'm opening up, my best friend Delia is somebody that I open up to a lot regarding a lot of different things. And I think that there's a degree of comfort and familiarity with them where I can be like, hey, I did this with this person. Is this normal? Is this normal? Is this safe? Is this weird? And we're able to like, we have that kind of relationship. Like we have a very sibling like relationship where I feel safe talking to them about certain things. So it like having that person that you can confide in about that kind of stuff is awesome. But I also have like friends that I'm a little bit more, I have like casual rapport with that I don't think I would talk to about that kind of stuff. And I think that when you're in your early 20s, you can't really parse like who is that safe person to talk to and who is that person to just like dump on. Or who is that person that maybe you need to kind of like have more boundaries with. And so obviously like asking first is huge. But I think when you're in your early 20s, you don't think anything of it because a lot of things are still very black and white in your early 20s. Like, I think that when we, like I said before, I think that when we talk about consent, we think of consent strictly from like a physical aspect. And we don't think of consent also regarding the things that we talk about or I would say, I mean, this one felt pretty obvious to me, but like the type of images or content that you show somebody. Like, do y'all ever have that friend that shows you a video that's like extremely inappropriate, or maybe like it's a video of like an animal getting harmed, or it's just something you do not want to see, and they just kind of show it to you and they're like, haha, like, isn't this funny? And you're just kind of like, ooh. It's just like different kind of standards. And I think that if you understand those boundaries, what I'm trying to say is that when you're younger in your 20s, it's harder to like measure those boundaries without just asking. But as you get older, you do get better about knowing when and where. I have been that friend. They would not be my friend anymore. I was a dumbass in a lot of ways when I was younger, but my parents taught me the importance of boundaries and clear communication, so I didn't have much of these issues. Yeah, I feel like I got pretty lucky with that. I will say I did have like, the thing that I struggled with the most when I was younger was definitely more the attachment issue side of things. But I didn't really struggle too much with the boundary side of things, but I did have a lot of friends who did. And that was the learning experience in patience and communication. We are always learning. Exactly, yeah. You mean don't share everything you yourself find interesting to just anyone. Definitely a learning experience. Yeah, exactly, Walrus. I mean, that was kind of the purpose of my YouTube channel initially, is like, maybe I'm hyper aware of those boundaries too. Oh shit, I just realized I forgot to talk to the NPC. Damn it. I know that it's not like super important, I could do it at any time, but I want to go talk to him. A big thing growing up was learning that people don't think of me. I tend to think everyone knows everything I know. Wait, think... Oh, think like me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, again, I think that that is also the same. I think something else that I learned too is that sometimes people have different ways of communicating. It's something that I'm still learning. Cause like, once again, I was really like lucky to live in a household where boundaries and expectations were communicated clearly, sometimes to a fault, like sometimes in a way that it would give you like emotional psychic damage. because people were just very blunt and black and white. A lot of people in my family have it's weird. So I'm like my father's only child, and my father gifted me with ADHD and depression, but a lot of my siblings, their father, I don't know if he was on the spectrum, but they are on the spectrum, and so we just have different ways of communicating. And it kind of feels like one half of my family is very literal and kind of cold, but that's the way that they show their love. Whereas my side of the family is very like bleeding heart, overly emotional, crying about art. Do you know what I mean? Like I just have like two very different emotional styles. And some of my friends also are on the spectrum, and I'm learning not to take things so personal, if that makes sense. The hypersensitivity curse of ADHD. Hey, Cooper. Hey, Anjanu, would you consider getting closed captions for your streams? Yes. So I've been investigating that. I know that there's one closed captioning thing that everybody uses. I'll definitely do that in the future. I definitely want to do that. Thank you for giving an important reminder to chat, to communicate with your partners. Yes.
置いていかれてしもうた。みんな小太郎を置いてどこへ行ったんじゃ。ほら、どうすればいいんじゃろう。なぜ泣いている。皆に置いていかれてしもうたんじゃ。皆と皆はあれ誰じゃ。くるくる回る赤白いお花、たった一輪真白いお花、真白いお花が見当たらない。なんだと。頭が痛え。すまねえ。あんた何を言っているのかオラにもわけがわからねえんだ。とにかく真っ白いお花を探さなきゃ。どこに。
This is my boy. I love this man. Kotaro is the best. Give me one sec. I'm going to like look up the Sorry, I just blacked out there for a second. Okay, so the return ending. Travel to the main hall idol. Big Cooper snore. Okay, wait. Travel to the main hall idol in the Senpoku Temple. There'll be a monk praying to the Buddha. Travel to the main hall idol. Where is the main hall idol? Oh damn, the main hall idol's like pretty far in, huh? Okay. Okay, okay. I see you, Bree. I don't think you could fight the folding monkeys because you haven't fought Genichiro. Yeah. But it would be good to get the statue there for later. Yeah, that's what I'm reading, Bree, is that you don't have to do these steps, but it is beneficial to just like having those things for later. So I'll definitely do it. Okay, wait. If you guys really need to get it whenever it's on sale, if I had to pick my favorite FromSoft game, it might have to be Sekiro or Dark Souls 2 or maybe Elden Ring. I would definitely say, so like, this is gonna be heresy, y'all, but, I think I prefer Sekiro's pacing to Bloodborne's pacing. But I think I like Bloodborne's, like, art and setting a lot. But once you kind of like get cooking with Sekiro, the way that the game plays out is... yeah, Bree Bird says Sekiro is just tight. 100%. There's like no fat on this thing. It's like fully... It's one of those experiences that like once you get moving with it, once all the gears start turning, it just kind of feels like a perfect experience. It's lean, yeah. But there's also... I don't know. Yeah, Sekiro might be FromSoft's most polished project to date. Yes, it's just not... like we were just talking about accessibility versus approachability. It is not an approachable game. It isn't. And like I realize that not a lot of people will have time to learn the mechanics, because a lot of the it kind of feels like for folks who have gotten really into DDR, that's kind of how Sekiro feels like. Like you have those friends who casually will like play DDR if they're at the arcade once in a while, and then you have those friends who like straight up are like arcade goblins and like live on the DDR machines. Sekiro kind of requires you to you know, invest a little time into it. There's a lot of reflexive, choreographed situations that you have to be in. And I get that it's not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. Sometimes people just need to bonk, you know, and I get that urge. I get the bonk urge. Sometimes you just need to brain off and, like, play a video game, and Sekiro is not like that. It's only like, it can only become like it can only give you the state of flow until you've actually, like, memorized and, like, felt everything. I know Waves goes off on the DDR machine. That was me, haha. Souls games are like rhythm games. I would say Sekiro is kind of like a rhythm game on steroids, for sure. More so than any other Souls game. Bring the Makiri counter to Elden Ring. I know, right? Lee, come here really quick. Huh? Eh. Hold on one sec. I was talking to Lee about this voice actress last night, and I need...
Okay, no.
Here.
What?
This is the voice that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So desu ne.
They enunciate every word really strong. Like,
Yeah.
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 That's what I want to be.
Same.
No, I want to be. Do you know that there's always the character who's it's similar to the lady?
Yeah, the oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But then there's the older guy with the glasses.
Yeah, it's like yeah, yeah.
That's me.
You're the glasses man?
Yeah, I want to be the he's like a skinny professor, but he has that voice.
Yeah.
That's me.
And he's like,
yeah, he's saying like the same. He's saying the obvious with 15,000 extra words.
yeah.
You know how in manga there's a trope. I don't know if it's actually a trope.
Yeah.
But it seems like in manga, especially shonen manga, there's always the guy that explains exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
They'll be like, so what we need to do is first distract the guard with this, and so will do that, and then this, and then therefore,
he's like,
they will have access to the door.
he's like holding hands with the reader.
Yeah.
He's making sure that the reader understands what's going on.
But it's the funniest thing in the world.
It's very funny.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
It's really
Because
good.
nobody's that stupid.
And he's always doing this the whole time. They can't see me on camera, but they know what I'm doing.
Yeah. It's really important.
You have to have, he's either got glasses or something covering his eyes.
You want to know something? I think that with streaming services, I think that with streaming services, we're seeing that kind of trope less and less. Because that used to be like a placeholder for like if people missed television. Yeah, if people missed the episode before.
I want them back.
I want them back too.
I also want streaming services to die.
Yeah.
Off.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we gotta get out of here, man.
We gotta get out of here.
Media is dying.
Yeah. We need our dumb anime boys back.
Yeah.
What happened to it's the woke mind
It's
virus.
the woke mind virus.
It got rid of the anime boys that over-explain.
That's why we need to elect.
Disgusting. What are we having for lunch? Stop.
I don't know. I'm gonna go to this.
I have a chicken pot pie.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna get this kid out
Okay.
to the store.
Okay.
I don't know. Chicken pot pie sounds good. I'm actually just.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to just go ahead and start?
Yeah. The instructions are on the pie, I think.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
we. Okay, but Virgo, One Piece was airing before the advent of streaming services. One Piece has been airing since like
20 years before.
Yeah, 20 years before. Mansplaining. Yeah, where's the anime trope of the mansplainer? Quilla keeps hiding the Cooper content from us. Hold on, wait. Oh, oui. Oh god, they're speaking domestic French. Ew. I'm sorry. One Piece existed before the Euro. Okay, can I scream to you guys? No, actually, you know what? Actually, yes, I'm going to scream to you guys. Can I yell at you guys really quick about recruiters? I've already had this fucking... I've already had this conversation with you guys before, actually. There are like recruiters that are employed offshore, and it's not their fucking fault. It's like the company's fault for putting like just unreasonable expectations on these recruiters. A lot of times recruiters will have quotas where they need to have like you know, X amount of referrals a day, and it's just like they treat you like dog shit because they just see you as a number, and like if you don't get back to them straight away, they freak the fuck out at you because like they just need to get you in. But it's gotten to the point where my experience with these recruiters is so long-standing that I can fucking predict what they need at this point. Because, like, I know their job better than them. And there'll be a lot of times where they'll send, like, 20 emails to you. Like, they'll send one that's like, I need this. And then they'll send another email 5 seconds later, I need this. And then they'll send another email 5 seconds later, I need this. Instead of just asking you all outright, like, oh, let me just send you my fucking birth date, a legal confirmation that's binding, and that, like, let me send you, like, let me get you everything that you need before you even ask me, because I know what you're gonna ask me, and I know you're gonna send me 20 emails, and you're gonna call me 5 times. It's insane. It's crazy. It's just fucking wild. Yeah, I'm job hunting. The industry exploded. I was just laid off, so this might be relevant to me. Oh yeah, so Vestix, you're gonna need here's what a recruiter is gonna need from you. Updated resume. Oh shit. Fucking Restream doesn't let me do shift enter. You're gonna need an write this down, everybody. Write this down. You're gonna need an updated resume, your date of birth, but not the year, just the month and the date. Your visa status, depending on where you live, what country you're in. The like relevant area that you live in, so that way they can know if you can work hybrid. A legally binding statement. Let me pull up the format of the statement for you. It'll say, I, first and last name, acknowledge and agree that recruiting company has the sole right to represent me in matters of work assignment relating to job role. They're going to need, like, all of this shit. So, if they ask you one thing at a time, and you notice, like, hey, they didn't ask me for my birth date, include it anyway. Include it anyway. Include it anyway, because they're gonna fucking ask you for it 20 minutes later when they realize they've forgotten it and their boss yells at them, and they're gonna call you 200 times while you're streaming Sekiro on stream. While you're live, they're gonna call you, and they're gonna yell at you, and they're gonna be like, you're the fucking worst, and you'll never get a job. And they'll say that to your face. They will say that to you, in fact. You can't see me. I finally caught you live. What's the topic? Recruiters. Yeah, we're talking about... I'm being harassed by a recruiter right now. Talking about industry jobs and recruitment. I'm glad this is just hypothetical. Yelling at you like this enemy just did. It's true. It's true. Also, what's up, Dr. Dude? Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Fuck. You know what? Oh wait, I haven't been over here, I don't think. Oh. Never mind. I've died to these guys more than some bosses. Yeah, I'm not even worried about it. We're fine. See, we're just like... Ah! Fuck, I didn't jump. Okay. Waves also said... Where is it? Where did Waves... What did Waves say? Waves says, I screamed in voice chat for 3 hours yesterday with my friend who's been in the industry for 15 years. Yes. It's bad. It's bad. Wait, visa status. Wait, can you drop a bookmark in the YouTube VOD? Wait, what do you mean? Like like your visa. So say for example, if a recruiter is considering you for a job opportunity, they just want to know if you're like a US citizen or not, or if you need representation to be able to work in the United States. That's like all they want to know. If you want funding, apparently Saudi Arabia is going nutty mode with how much money they're throwing at small game studios. Oh, that's crazy. What? I wasn't even at the job for a full year, and I had to be laid off because the company needs money for the fiscal year. Yeah, that seems to be a trend right now that I've noticed too, is that like a lot of people will like, or a lot of companies will be like, we need people, and then they'll like hire for 4 to 5 months and then they'll do layoffs. It's been happening a lot. No, I mean for the list. I can post it somewhere. But yeah, you should just get in the habit of like, if you're ever responding to a recruiter, always respond to them with those things. Because they will get back at you like a little bit later. Every recruiter that has ever reached out to me has hyped up an amazing job with great pay and amazing benefits. Until they reveal it's a 13-hour retail job. It sucks because I would even take a retail job at this point. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. But the, oh, where are these guys? Oh, I see, I see. But the issue is that even a lot of retail jobs won't take tech industry professionals because they're overqualified or they don't have relevant experience. Like, you can kind of tailor your resume to be like, customer service, invoice handling. Like, I have experience working with different kinds of teams. You know, like, you can generalize your resume enough to... Oh, I could totally deflect those. I'm a dumbass. No relevant experience. It's fucking retail. Yeah, no. So I live near a lot of food service jobs. And even those jobs are really competitive to get into right now. Coming out of tech, they do not want to see you. they do not want to even look at you. They're like, what the fuck? Fair though. Fair though. It makes total sense. Did I have to do public speaking for Microsoft? Yes. Would I be able to public speak at your restaurant? Yes. But like also, there's people that have like restaurant experience that it makes more sense for them to hire. You know what I mean? It's bad when food service isn't hiring. Deeply dire, yeah. Wait, I'm currently in a situation where a recruiter was like, yeah, we'll take you, just do 4 months of studying that will immediately cost you $1,600, and because I'm a sucker who can't get a job, I'm still taking it. I understand that. Like, no, I won't give him the pinwheel, don't worry. Yeah, if you're like a project manager, a lot of them need PMI certifications. And a lot of those, to take the test, it's like $1,200, if I recall correctly. And it's like, I need to get certified to be able to get a job, but I don't have money because I don't have a job. We're playing Sekiro! We're playing Sekiro on stream! Instead, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, wait, hold on. PMI test cost? the exam, so, okay, wait, hold up. The PMP certification, the first exam attempt is $655. That is if you pass. If you do not pass, you do not get a certification. You'll have to pay for it again. And so they have a membership, and the membership, so that way you could do repeated attempts, is $405. You're telling me a shrimp fried this economy? I already got student loan debt, babes. Do you mind answering me how much you make a month per streaming? Yeah, so like, say if I do a YouTube video, so I do a lot of different things, first off, Moss, to be able to make rent. And I live in a really rent dense area. Like if you are living by yourself, you have to pay anywhere from like $1,300 a month to about like $1,800 a month. This is in the Seattle area. I would say San Francisco and LA are just as expensive, but thankfully I'm able to live in a, we have like a 2-bedroom place because we have a kid. But I'm able to get my rent down to like 14 to 16 a month, which sucks. So it's already expensive as hell out here. I would relocate, but there is a child involved and you can't do that. But about off of streaming, like between streaming and making YouTube videos, I make about $3,000 a month, but I have student loan debt. So I'm also like keeping up with like the cost of a car, the cost of student loans, the cost of, you know, oops. It's the whole shebang, you know. Hold on, I'm getting wrecked while I'm talking about this. I forgot to... Hold on one sec, y'all. I'm trying to remember this fight. He has one Mikiri counter. I have to get him over to this ledge. Oh! Oh shit, I fucked that up. I fucked that up. His wind-ups are cracked. Come over here. There we go, babes. First try. Okay. Oh, MX Turbo got it. Roberto! He's my friend. Is this the Portuguese warrior? Yeah. Okay, wait. As a caregiver, I have to pay for CPR, first aid, AED certification every 2 years for $100. My company won't reimburse me. Same, Virgo. When I used to work in as a clinician, it was the same shit. It was like, for an ABA certification, it's annual, but for the CPR, first aid, and everything else, every 2 years, it was the same. The Seattle greater area is closer to $2,000 for a single-person apartment, but the average single-person apartment for the whole state is $1,500. Yeah. But yeah, I normally, like, I don't want to share, like, obviously I think a normal human being wouldn't want to share their finances, but I feel like given the fact that y'all support me, like, y'all are my patrons, y'all are my subscribers, I feel like I want to be as transparent as possible with, like, my spending habits and with where the money that you guys are giving me is going, because I do want to invest in like a teleprompter and a camera, and like I want to keep being able to make my content better for you guys, because y'all are like the blood flowing through my veins. y'all are like the people who are helping me. So thank you so much. First off, thank you guys so much. I know that I'm complaining or like struggling quite a bit financially right now with like student loan debt and impending, you know, like not being able to save for retirement is fucking scary. And I'm like in my mid 30s. That was a Nightwish quote. God damn it. Use your money to buy a katana to parry your student loans. Okay, so, Vetis. I've tried using a phone as a teleprompter, but you look slightly above your camera. And because I'm at a point where, like, my patrons have been contributing enough that I would be able to get a nicer teleprompter where I'm actually looking directly into the lens of the camera. I feel like that would be nicer, because I know that the people that are upset by the fact that I don't look directly into the camera lens are definitely going to notice if I'm looking like directly above it. I don't know. People in Final Fantasy XIV say you don't pay my sub, but in this case we do. Yeah, 100%, 100%. Like, I want to make sure that I'm doing you guys a service. With my nasty ass lore videos and like my streaming content, you know. LMAO, people get upset you don't look into the camera. Yeah. So people get upset. Hold on, wait. Let me turn on. Hello. Okay, wait. Hello. Camera's all wonky. Okay, so people get upset that I don't look into the camera, but they also get upset. So I don't know if you can tell, I got big ass front teeth. I got big ass rabbit teeth, and so I whistle my S's. Like, I can't help it. It's just like the nature of how my mouth is shaped. People get really frustrated with that, but as somebody that lives with a human being who has misophonia and stuff, like, I totally get it. I get like the auditory sensitivity. I get it. I get it. It's like the same people that really like, there are some people where they can relax listening to ASMR, and then there are some people who listen to ASMR and it sounds like they're being, or it feels like they're being held hostage. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, improving content's cool, but you're the core of that content. Most people, I think, are here for that, so make sure that you take care of you too. Of course. Of course. Wait, I'm annoyed by the S sounds and they don't look at the camera. It sounds like a skill issue. I think that there are ways that I can make my content better for people that are like, that have like auditory sensitivity, or that like have certain like visual expectations. I think I can like meet them halfway. But then at the same time, I'm also still gonna upload like my next lore video after this last one, after the raw one. I'm fully going to just do like a ramble video where I don't edit anything. And it's gonna be awful because y'all are gonna hear how breathy and whistly I am. But I mean, a lot of you tune into my stream, so it's okay. But yeah, it's weird. Like, on one hand, I'm taking care of myself and I'm not taking any of those comments too personally. And I'm trying to consider them in ways that are going to like improve my content overall. Like, I definitely think that, you know, looking into the camera or, hold on, let me actually fix this real quick. Looking into the camera or just like, doing little things, I think will be really helpful. But yeah. I think I speak for myself and many others that when I say primarily listen to your videos when I'm doing other things. Yeah, Suave Waluigi. And I have a lot of YouTubes. What? I have a lot of YouTubers that I personally watch. Yeah, and it's gonna be a Miro board video. Sorry. I have a lot of YouTubers that I watch when I'm like cleaning the house or when I'm doing certain things. And I think that like it makes me feel really happy to know that I'm that for other people, because the streamers that I'm thinking of in particular are huge for me. Because sometimes you want the noise, but you don't want to like actively be listening, and you don't feel like listening to music, you kind of just want the company. And it does feel nice, I don't know. If they're annoyed by you not looking into the camera, the next video will just have your side profile. Yeah, I'll fully be like, alright everybody, today we're gonna be talking about Mikola. Like, I'm gonna be fully looking away from the camera. But yeah. Yeah, next video I'm gonna be fully turned around, facing away from the camera. You gotta start farming those Cooper Snore ASMR videos. True. It's true. Lee agrees. Video after that just be off screen. It's true. On a side note, I would 1000% listen to a Quaylog podcast. I don't know what I would talk about though. I feel like my daily streams are kind of like a podcast. I feel like these are a podcast, but you guys are my host. You guys are my co-host. With Lee? I don't know if Lee would agree to that. We talked about it like a long time ago. We talked about doing a podcast with... Oh shit. With our friend Brandon, like a long time ago. And we never did it because I think at the time we weren't living together, so it would just, like, conceptually just would have been really hard to pull off. Oh! I don't know. I don't know what we would talk about. Everybody's asking that you and I do a podcast, and I talked about how we had that idea like a long time ago and how we never did it. We never did it. But I think that that would be majority of the podcast, is me not finishing my sentences and you being like, where am I?
Basically.
Yeah.
No, I actually think we have a lot to talk about.
Movies?
Yeah, movies.
Music?
Music,
video
books,
games?
Video games.
Yeah.
Movies is movies and music are like the two things that I could.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't see why we shouldn't just do it. Do it.
Yeah.
There's plenty for us to talk about. I have like a community sourced topic.
Yeah, community source topics would be good. Oh wait, hold on. Somebody was asking who is the other human? That's Lee. That's Lee in the background. Is other human cool? Other human is extremely cool. Other human is like the coolest person that I know. I said that you're the coolest person that I know. Yeah. I liked the podcast you did with Rat. Yeah, Rat. That podcast was so fun. It was so fun. Demi-human Lee. Yeah, Rat King Lee. I dream of a podcast with you and Sinclair lore. If Bati couldn't even bother to show up and use car troubles as an excuse, then you could do so. Wait, what happened? I mean, to be fair, car troubles isn't really an excuse. That sounds like a legit thing that I hope that they're okay. No, but if Sinclair ever wanted to have me on, I would fully go on. I'm just like, I'm a weirdo. I'm weird. I'm not like other YouTubers. I don't know how to interact with people in my ecosystem. No, but fully, like, I also think a lot of people just don't know who I am. Period. Like, I don't think people know who I am. Like, Rat did not know who I was. Like, fully did not know me. And had me on based off of recommendations. I wear this hat. Yeah, I wear this hat. That fucking... But yeah, people just don't know me. That's okay. It's fine. I'm not weird. I'm not like the other YouTubers. I actually got a degree and a job. I mean, until I got laid off, but I do have my degree. I do have a degree. We're in the final stage of capitalism. I have to make my money on YouTube and TikTok. I don't even use my TikTok anymore. Oh wait, they did a podcast where Vati pre-recorded lines pretending he had car troubles, and by the time the podcast ends, he's finally home and ready to hop on. It's a very silly episode. Oh, that's cute. That's cute though. I think my brain would explode hearing Sophie and Quaylog share lore theories. Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool with it. You need to start doing TikTok lore shorts. So I do have a TikTok. We were doing that for a little bit, Scott, but we stopped doing that because my video editor is only one person, and having to edit videos in long format, in like cell phone format, is fucked. And then having to like re-edit them into it's too much fucking work. And anytime that I was editing, so I don't know if you noticed, but some of my YouTube videos are in cell phone format, like in shorts format, because they're on TikTok. And a lot of people were complaining about that format. Like they were like, why does it look like this? And so we kind of had to choose, like, should it be... I also think too, I ramble too much. My content's too dense to like make it under 10 minutes. It was just really rough. We tried a short format approach and it was really rough. Your editor is god tier, by the way. I'll never forget the Evangelion disclaimer. LMAO. Yeah, in the Crucible, my original Crucible video. Hold on, I'm gonna send them this because I don't know if Waves is still in the chat, but Waves deserves this because Waves literally, like, if I get a YouTube play button, I'm not even gonna keep it. Like, it's going to Waves. I'm giving it to Waves as like a gift. Because my channel would not be, like, comprehensible if it weren't for them. But yeah, thank you guys for letting me vent and be just annoyed at the state of the industry for a little bit. It was very sweet of y'all. I remember somebody asked earlier to, like, do my job skills translate into anything else? Would I be able to switch industries? I have. So I have been able to transition from, like, gaming design and production and my experience on YouTube and on Twitch, and I've been able to translate that into, like, media production. And so I started working with, like, esports. I worked on, like, the Dota Internationals, which was really fun. But then I also worked with Turn 10 on Forza for some of their media production work, which was really cool. And that was like a really great privilege. So yeah, I mean, like, it's not... Oh, that was a hefty hit. I'm just gonna die here, actually. Let's see, have you ever been enfeebled and then killed the Miss Noble? Good editors are like plumbers, good ones are hard to find. Be sure to keep them close and happy. I know, I want to make sure that I can continue to... I don't know, they're supporting me like crazy. They're the best. Okay, wait. Who drew the little mini you your editor edits on your videos, like making it move around and stuff? That is from the artist Amos. Let's see. I'm an animator and it sucks all around. I'm so sorry. I've heard, yeah, like, the person that Waves was venting to, or venting with not that long ago, is also like an animator and an illustrator in the gaming industry as well, and it's just been cooked, like... Because I thought it was just, me, like, sorry, not me. I thought it was just, like, project management and, like, middle management roles, but it's fully, like, all roles. Okay, wait, hold on. I totally forgot that I posted a picture of Vitas for my stream announcement, and I just gave myself a little chuckle. Okay, wait. I don't remember what I was doing. Why did I get on the internet? I don't remember what I was doing, actually. I was looking for something for you guys, and, like, it's gone. I'm a systems programmer, but luckily I managed to land in a good place. That's good, Neuro. That's good. It's not even just AI, it's like... Because I think the way in which AI is impacting the industry is really interesting, because right now there's a lot of jobs popping up specifically for, like, working on generative AI, and, like, kind of seems like there is an industry for it, but it will, like... Feels like a very short-lived industry. But I don't know. I don't think that a lot of jobs are being taken by AI yet. I think art jobs, yes. But like concept art and like business art, corporate art. Fully, yes, yes, absolutely. But as far as like it impacting games, I don't know. I don't know. Most of the things that I see impacting the job industry right now tend to be the cost of labor. A lot of people don't want to invest in the cost of a lot of projects because interest rates are really high, but also I think that a lot of people are just worried about profit instead of like making shit. Which, like, I guess if you're running a business, fair, you know, whatever, but... Woohoo! Oh, I didn't make that jump. Oh, shit! Actually, hold on. Also, hey, Gossie. Oh, we running, boys. We running. There's gotta be a statue somewhere. I could have sworn there's a statue in here. Oh, the thing you forgot was Amos. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you. Hold on, let me get... what the hell? Ah, where am I? Ah, what the... Where did I go? I'm in the abyss. How did I get here? I didn't mean to come here. I did not mean to come here. Okay, hold on. Let me get Amos's stuff. Speaking of artists, y'all should support Amos. They are the one who did my little character. I actually need to talk to them about potentially doing more poses so that way Waves can animate them. But let me post their X account in the chat. They're a Western style guy. They're also another streamer. And their streaming layup is like perfect. Okay. But yeah, if Amos, so I've talked to Amos about this already. Amos has like a low poly, like PS1 style, or like old, you know, like those old computer games that are kind of a little off-putting but like endearing, like the claymation style games. Hold on, let me actually show y'all real quick so you guys can see. So that way people don't have to click on external links if they don't want to. Let me also hide the brain rot that is happening in the corner of X. Never look at the corner of X, by the way. Unless you want to give yourself brain rot. Never want to do that. So here's Amos. Amos's little guy is like the best. But I told them that if I ever make that big money, like if I get a job, the first thing I'm gonna do is commission Amos to make me like a little PNG or like a little VTuber, because I really like theirs. Hold on, if I could find, if they have a clip anywhere of theirs talking. Here. Oh, I forgot that my hold on. They have their visuals are just like fantastic, and I love it very much. But they draw all of their thumbnails for their streams. It's very good. They're an amazing artist. I love, they have like a talk show aesthetic for their stuff. It's very good. It's very good. Anyway, that's all. That's all. But yeah, if I can make, yeah, I'm glad I finally made a little PNG tuber. Yes, if I can make a PNG situation or get more animations in the future for Amos, I absolutely will. Absolutely. Whoa! Where is the statue? Where is it? Give me some sleeps. We're chilling. I'm meditating in this temple, just like you, just like the other girls. You have to show me, Bree.
苦の院にこもってしもうた。会うことはかなわぬぞ。
そうか。
お主は忍びか。ならばあるいはお主に一つ頼みがある。あの子は知りたがっておった。もし会えたならばこれを
Thank you for the camera work. Yeah, of course. I wanted you guys to see his bugs.
せめてもの償いじゃ。
Oh, this is cinema.
わかった。
Okay.
今そうな。
そう。
みりゃが愚かなわしをそれがわからなんだ。そなたはそなたの御子を行きなされ。失ってから食いるのでは遅いのじゃ。
Oh, fair. Particular reason, or yeah, particular reason. Give it to me. Give it me. Yeah. I don't remember if I'm allowed. I don't think I'm allowed to sit up there. I think that that's like not for me to do, but I want to sit there. Do your goblin voice? It's me. It's me, the goblin. It's me, the goblin. Do a flip. See, that's the one thing. If I had a VTuber, I would fully be able to do a flip. Yahoo! That's right. Indeed. Wait, what does she say? Indeed. It is called Lothric. Wait, Indeed. It is called Lothric? Yes, indeed. Lee could do it really good. If I could get him in here. Lee, can you come in here to do a funny voice for my chat, please? If not, that's okay. She says, Lothric's the name. Darking Souls is the game. That's what she says. You've been summoned for the bit, yeah. I need a cauldron ASAP, it's true. I'm so hungry. Oh shit, I forgot to put the pie in the oven. Oh, that's a man. I was like, is this a man? I forgot. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me put the pie in the oven. Never mind, Lee already put the pie in the oven. That's why it was, fucking delicious. I'm hungry. Oh shit, a man. Smells good in here. Yeah, it's a chicken pot pie. Okay, wait, so can I tell you guys something a little secret, something a little fucked up? So our grocery store, and I know not a lot of grocery stores do this. You know how there's like a deli section, like a hot food section? They make homemade pot pies with like shredded rotisserie chicken. And they're so good. You could just go in there and get them. Can I? Why can't I target him? Do they get back up? Okay. I'm sorry, what? I love rotisserie chicken. Secret pie lore, yeah. So they make homemade little pot pies. And they're so good. They're delish. There's so many men here. Why's it gotta be this way? Okay, listen to Must Die eternally if you want to hear Lee's goblin voice. Okay, Age, I don't know if you were around during my stream when he was recording that, but we were living in our previous house, and people kept coming onto the stream being like, is someone dying in the background? Is everyone okay? I don't know if Trader Joe's still does them, but they still do these frozen steak and ale curry chicken pies that were amazing. That sounds amazing. Michigan girlies in the chat, we need to enlighten them about Horrocks. What's Horrocks? Are you talking about Costco rotisserie chickens? We're talking about the particular store that I go to has rotisserie chicken pot pies that they make. Well, they were concerned. They were concerned. So, like, Lee was recording vocals for this song where he's, like, screaming. And just, like, in the background of my streams back then, you could occasionally hear, like, a yell or, like, a scream. I guess we're not Costco guys. Shut up, please. Oh. No, thank you. Sometimes you just gotta be a monk in a cave. I have so much money right now. I need to go buy some coin purses. Oh, okay, wait. Hold up. So we were talking about roadies. But I think that... Did somebody say... Stargazer said roadies chicken. Are you talking about rotisserie chicken or are you talking about... roadies? Like... To be fair, okay, wait, hold up. To be fair, people in the chat, I love some screamy vocals. Lee's music doesn't always have him singing or yelling on it. Yes, I mean rotisserie, sorry for the confusion, yeah. Okay, so Brad Leone, who was like one of those YouTube chefs, used to say rotisserie because he is like dyslexic and has like a speech impediment or something. And like I jokingly started saying it because he said it, and now I can't unsay it. Now I can't stop saying it. Oh fuck, okay. Brad Leone also said warder. Yeah, but that's like a... Isn't that like a Midwestern thing? Or like an East Coast thing? That's like a... Warder. Because my grandma used to say washing machine, you know? A crunchy, crispy cracker. It's a Horrocks, it's the best store in the entire world. They have a bar, live music, an entire nursery, indoor, outdoor section. All of their food, candy, and popcorn are made in-house and sourced from really good farms. They have many different cooking prep stations throughout the store, bulk container food section, and so much fresh produce, it's actually beautiful. They have a cheese cave. You're allowed to come out. I don't have my camera on. So you're okay. Sorry, the kiddo, like... The kiddo came out of his room and he was like looking at me like, did I fuck up? And I was like, I'm not on camera, it's okay, baby. How much time is it? What? What? When I start walking in circles and I haven't eaten, I have to like take a little glance down at the clock and see how long I've been streaming. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Fire, fire, fire. Shit, shit, shit. LOL, are you blacking out? Yeah. Warder. It has been 2 hours. Thank you. Look at these boys. Oh no, their bugs aren't moving. Uh-oh. Somebody forgot to feed their bugs. Uh-oh. Low blood sugar shakes? Yeah. It's like the low blood sugar... It's the, you know... Oh no, not the bugs. Hello? They're just hanging out. Oh, I didn't go to the bell. But I do have the statue that's over there, I think. This game is so beautiful, I want to punch something. Bug Brothers. Did you know you can go over there? Did you know you can go on that mountain? Todd Howard, did you know you can, like, go all the way over there? Do you know you could go over there? What a beautiful game. This game is so overstimulating, I get cute aggression. It's true. I think we need to get, isn't there like a special flower that we get for him? Because there's the pinwheels, and there's one that, like, is not the right one. Funhead Palace made me put the controller down because it's so pretty. It's true. Okay. Goodbye to those of you that are heading out. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't think I have the ability to possess just yet. Sorry, I'm pulling up the ending walkthrough again. Okay, so we have the... Okay, wait. Travel to the main hall. There will be a praying monk. Speak to him. Get the holy chapter infested. I've done that. If you've already defeated Genichiro and spoken to Kuro afterwards and the monk is no longer there, you can find the holy chapter at the bottom of the pond near the temple grounds. You must obtain the Mibu breathing technique from the corrupted monk in the Mibu village. So we don't need to do that, because we haven't defeated Genichiro yet, so we got the holy chapter. We're good. Now we have to go to the Inner Sanctum Idol and talk to the Divine Child of Rejuvenation. Okay, we fought the Armored Warrior. I don't think we could do this yet, because I think we need to defeat Genichiro and talk to Kuro. So I think coming here and doing this was just to get infestation. I think that was the only purpose of doing this, which is fair. Okay. So we'll be back. We'll come back here later. I kind of want to go back to the dilapidated temple and just talk to people. It's been a minute.
狼殿調べのため物資殿
わかっ
お願い
Okay.
では
Ooh, that's right. I need to go get some blood samples from people.
物資あいにく理由がいいこと
I think it's this way. This is good that we're going back this way because then I can go to the merchant too. So I think I've exhausted some of the coin purses at the abandoned dungeon merchant. So it's probably good for me to go do this real quick, actually. Woohoo! Here we go. Also, can somebody explain to me what the deal is with that? So I retweeted it. From what I understand, the Armored Core series, it's like being done by like a cinematics studio. And it's going to be on Amazon Prime. Is that correct? So is it like a 3D show? What is going on with that? It is one episode. Oh. Each property is one episode. That's awesome. Yeah, so like one of the biggest requests I get from my lore channel is to like do Warhammer lore stuff. I hear Warhammer lore goes crazy, but I know there's already like tons of channels that are dedicated to it. So I'm kind of like, why do y'all need me? It's like the Animatrix for games. That's sick. I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay. Good at history and culture. Thank you, Bacon. We want our lore mommy to read us horrifically dark and brutal bedtime stories.
Oh, 狼殿血のか物資殿だがおそらくこれで竜がまた戻って期待していただいまた期待し
Did you? When did you ask me to do a funny book?
It was a while ago.
Did I already do it?
No.
What?
We had a minute where we were doing the yes, indeed.
Oh, yes.
It is called Lothric. We were doing that for like a hot minute.
Alright.
Yeah, but it has passed.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I really don't want to read comments from a large portion of that community, LMAO. That's fair. To be fair, I feel like Waves has as much creative control over my channel as I do, so if they don't want to deal with it, then I won't do it. You missed it? Oh, yeah. The 40k community is such a cesspit. Oh, for real? Is it? We... yeah.
いただいまたも期待しでは
It's like 30% Nazis? Oh, shit. It's a mixed bag, for sure. Well, that's good to know. Is it food time? Can you give me a little piece of bread? Sir? Thank you. Thank you. Hold on. Oh. Hmm. Wait, why is this not available? Did I not find the scroll for these yet? Is that the deal? Hmm. High Monk is a fun skill. I'm actually going to be a baby. And I'm gonna look up, like... I'm looking at best build for Demon of Hatred. Suzaku's Lotus Umbrella and Malcontent Whistle are the best prosthetics to use. Also try to stay as underneath them as possible. Best build is the Lilac Umbrella. Okay. So what purple umbrella is the cheesiest? So should I do prosthetic arts? More streamers should use guides. Shrimp is wise in the ways of Demon of Hatred. Oh, does Shrimp know? Okay. I've been around. Cowboy's Guide for Demon of Hatred is very good. Okay, I'll definitely check out Cowboy's Guide. I trust that man. Oh, Sawi, for sure. Yeah, I think that sometimes, like, those communities, Sawi, can be, like, just loud. Like, they're the minority, but they're just loud. And so it makes the whole vibe feel... I mean, there are times even in, like, the Soulsborne community where it can kind of feel very... critiquey, but, like, I always try to interface with it, even though it can be kind of obnoxious. 40k is the equivalent of people that are too much into metal? Oh. I see. It mainly, like, very, actually about technique, I think is what... Yeah. 40k is incredibly wholesome. It's another few bad apples situations, just like Souls. Yeah. For sure. The Elden Ring lore subreddit is a desolate place. Oh no. I'm really thankful that I'm, like, pretty offline in that way. Like, I try not to, like, interface with Reddit. I try not to interface with too many other YouTube content people. Like, you guys are it. My Discord community's it. Hell yeah, Robin. Okay, wait. Where... I think I actually need to take a break. I need to take a break to eat. Hold on, wait. I'm coming back on camera real quick just to say hi and bye. I'm going to take like a 10-minute, 15-minute break to like eat this pot pie because I'm currently experiencing the low blood sugar moment. I'm currently like falling asleep at the wheel. I will be back though. I have soda. I have a little bit of caffeine. Also, I want to give an update too for the people that have been watching me play Fields of Mystria. I got it to work. Not my previous file, but it definitely seems like not playing. I have to either choose playing on PC or playing on my Steam Deck. And if you transfer your save between the two, like if you use the cloud save function to play on a different system than where you natively created your character, it's causing an issue. So I think that what I need to do is I will play Fields of Mystria on stream, but we will have a stream-specific save file, period. So that way you can experience every aspect of the content if you guys aren't wanting to play the game yourself and you just want to see the drama. Feel free to tune in for that. But yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of soda, I've been drinking Olipop. It's wonderful. I can like get down with Olipop sometimes, but some of their flavors, like, they're interesting. I feel like their base cola one is like relatively good though. But okay, I'll be back. Give me like 15 minutes. We finally have chickens. Let's go, Bree. Drama, you say? Tell me more. The game is like, so the girls are fighting in that game at all times. I was like very surprised because when you first move in that game, everybody is like very attractive and very nice, and you're like, oh okay, like, so everyone's just perfect and cool and fine. But then when you start to hang out with everyone, you find out that like everyone's either got like a secret, like they've murdered a politician, or they're like a secret witch, or they're fighting and spilling wine everywhere, spilling their ancient wine all over the floor. It's really good. It's really good. Okay, I go eat. I'll be back. Give me like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Twin Peaks is fuck. Yeah, okay. Hey y'all, I hate to do this to you, but I actually need to end stream and go. I'm so sorry. I know that y'all were waiting for me to finish eating, but we have some childcare stuff that we need to do. It's not like a bad emergency, but we're definitely, if you ever have a kid, there's like a moment where they're kind of, you can just tell energy wise a ticking time bomb, and you need to like take care of stuff before they have like the energy meltdown. It's like a tiny nuclear reactor, and because he's fighting off a cold, we're experiencing that right now. So I need to take care of stuff. Yeah, real life stuff. Things are totally okay though. Things are totally okay. It's just the nature of having a small child. But yeah, the kid, yeah. Thank you all so much. I will definitely take care. I will be streaming tomorrow again, so if you want more Sekiro, please tune in. And then on Sundays, I might even do other days too. But occasionally on Sundays, I do like a stream either in the morning or at night where we do like an indie game, or we do something that's a little bit more relaxing and low key. And we're streaming Fields of Mystery, and I'm going to be starting over from scratch. So we're going to have like a fully new game. So for those of you that missed the other Fields of Mystery streams, do not worry. Got more Fields of Mystery coming up. Won't say no to more villain. Maybe we'll romance villain this time. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, y'all. I'll see y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are the best. See you guys tomorrow.